I'm Michelle Ryder, editor of Print IT Reseller. In this video series with Epson, we explore how resellers are utilising decades of industry expertise to optimise the new balanced deployment of print. We look at some of the key challenges facing both dealers and vendors, including the increasing accountability businesses are taking for the environment. Joining me today, Ryan Green, Digital Services Director at Carbon. Welcome, Ryan. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm pleased to be here.
So if we just begin with talking about some of the key challenges that your customers are facing, what are their must-haves and how are you ensuring that you meet their needs?
Well, we've seen a lot of changes over the last couple of years at Carbon. You've obviously had the pandemic. That's been a massive change in the way people are working. A lot of people now are working remotely. They're not in the office 5 days a week. They may be in 3 days a week. And what that's kind of driven is a need to be able to access their information from anywhere, really. So they want to be able to work from home. They want to be able to work in a coffee shop. They want to be in the office. And that's kind of driven change around, they want to do it sustainably. They want to do it more efficiently with less people because they maybe not got as many staff now. And that's encouraged us to then look at how we can manage their print sustainably, but also to look at how we can transform them digitally. So looking at why they're printing, what are they actually doing? Do they need to print that? How can we digitize those processes? How can we automate some of those processes? And that's how we kind of build this whole sustainable ecosystem around our customers.
So how do you ensure that customers benefit from a balanced deployment of print? I suppose I've heard reports that A3 print volumes are in decline, but A3 printers are still in demand. Has that been your experience?
Yeah, there has been some changes around the office environment now. As we touched, people are working from home, so they need to be able to print when they're in the house. Security is becoming a big issue. During the pandemic, a lot of people were scanning documents to their personal email addresses. How do you control that? We bring it together and control it that way, so you can kind of have an A4 device that someone could use at home, they can scan in. But also in the office, the A3 volume is starting to decline. So maybe before where you'd position an A3 device, you could position an A4 device, but it needs to be able to cope with the volume. So the volume's maybe there, but it's not A3. Also around that, we've found that some people maybe have a need for scanning, but they don't actually have a need for print. So we can look at the right balanced deployment around the whole office ethos.
And I think one key important thing to point out in today's climate is the difference between sustainable technology, for example, solutions that use less energy and reduce waste, and sustainable branding, so carbon offsetting through tree planting, for example. Do you think customers do know the difference? Do they understand the difference between both of those?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Michelle. What we're finding is people are a lot more aware of it now. They want to actually change what they're doing to make a difference rather than the traditional kind of methods, which are all good. It all works together as part of a sustainable thing where they may offset and plant some trees, do some carbon offsetting. Now they actually want to do something about the problem, make a positive impact, a positive change. So look at how they can reduce their energy, how they can improve on efficiencies, and obviously work more environmentally friendly. So it's becoming a big thing.
So Ryan, in your opinion, does Epson's heat-free technology provide you with a competitive edge?
Absolutely, yeah. It kind of aligns with everything that we're trying to do as a company, where we're promoting sustainable print, we're promoting digital transformation and automation using AI, everything to do with helping the environment, helping our customers work more efficiently. It definitely gives us a competitive edge when we start talking about how much energy people can save, how much carbon they can reduce by reducing the energy and the footprint with the waste and the high yield ink tanks where laser devices have toners, fusers, drums, lots more replaceable parts. That all has an effect. I call it food miles when someone's delivering something to people. But obviously it's the mileage and the courier costs for putting all that out, which can be a reduction as well. And what we always try to do is we look at what our customers are doing from their CSR point of view, their corporate social responsibility. We try to align ourselves with what they're doing so we can provide a solution that not only helps them work more efficiently, more sustainably, but also aligns with what they're trying to do and achieve as a company.
Ryan, thank you so much. It was really interesting. I actually particularly found interesting the fact that you align your proposals with your customer CSR strategies. And there's a perfect sort of marriage and synergy, if you like, between Epson's products and solutions and your own business ethos, which is really positive to see.
Thanks, Michelle. It's been really great chatting to you today, and hopefully we can chat again in the future.